Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring, where we continue to make our way through this absolutely fantastic, amazing, brilliantly conceived, flawlessly executed DLC that never causes a moment of salt or tilt or frustration. It is all just this one big bundle of joy and fun the entire time. And that is definitely what we had last time as we made our way through the remainder of the ancient ruins of Rao. And yeah, this DLC has been a lot of fun, and it also has presented many hurdles that I have endeavored to get past. And we're going to get past those hurdles. There are mainly, at this point, hurdles of mysterious nature, where we have like entire portions of the map that are yet to be uncovered. And we also, or just visited. And we also have certain parts of the map that have posed a little bit of a question mark, such as this portion here in the ruins, this mysterious looking, what's the word I'm going for here? Tablet? Monument? Whatever it is, it's cool looking, but we can't get there. We have this, you know, we reached this platform, but then, you know, we couldn't jump up because the broken off platform is a little bit too high. And so I came back here. I came back here to the ruins, and I was riding the Spirit Spring to various levels and portions of the environment here to try to get some ideas about how we might be able to reach this tower. In the process, I did suffer an unfortunate gravity death right here. There was a Ripperino because I tried jumping from a platform to another platform that actually wasn't there. I saw the grass below and somehow thought that it was on the same level as me. I think this was at night. I'm going to blame it once again on the nighttime environment here, where the visibility is just... it's not good. But regardless, add 1 to the death counter in this location here. And then as I was looking around, I came to this platform across the way. And I happened to notice and think to myself that, wait a second. This is like a broken off bridge here. Isn't there a broken off bridge that also at the other end, there is a potential broken off bridge? And I realized that, wait a second, we are playing Elden Ring. We're playing a FromSoft game. And I came all the way through here, past all the stupid Kindred of Rot, and made it to the other side of the platform here so I could drop a Rainbow Stone. A Rainbow Stone that has revealed that there is, in fact, an invisible bridge, because we're playing Elden Ring. As I was looking across the way, I think you can actually see, I think there's a tumbleweed there. Maybe even a skull. We got to get to the other side and see. But at least I think this tumbleweed is on the invisible bridge. Like, you might not even need the rainbow stones to give it away. The only question mark in my mind is whether this bridge will just go directly across. Yeah, I want to say that it would. I want to say that, you know, they're not going to pull a trick on us here. But, you know, this is we're also playing Elden Ring, and it is tricks are the name of the game. I'm going to run out of rainbow stones here. We're going to craft some more rainbow stones so we can safely make our way across the fucking crystal cave. Fucking goddamn. Just give me 50 of these suckers and we'll call it a day. The crystal cave, the spoiler alert for the other games. You know, I talk about the other games, so if you don't want to know where the invisible bridges are in other FromSoft games, don't listen. Obviously, Crystal Cave, that one, it would be hard to do anything in that level without knowing about invisible bridges. But the other big one is the Anor Londo bridge in DS3. What else did we have? Obviously, earlier in this game, we had the bridge out in... What rise was it? Testu's Rise? Out in the mountaintops. So this has happened before. This is not... Oh yeah, it also was... There was some invisible bridge nonsense in the secret portion of the Grand Lift of Rold. Look at this. Look at this thing right here. This tumbleweed is giving it away. I think that skull might be too. Holy shit. Oh man. The tumbleweed. They're gonna get on this. This tumbleweed is gonna get fired. You're off the job. You weren't supposed to you weren't supposed to tumble out here. That is pretty hilarious that they do put the little environmental these things like the tumbleweed so that you could there's an off chance that you might discover. Oh wait, do we got a little ramp going on here? Because the tumbleweed is on a little bit of a higher elevation from us, so it's just... But I guess that makes sense, because there's a little bit of a ridge on the sides of the bridge. A ridge on the bridge. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. They certainly would not pull a last-second twist on us, right? Certainly, I could just run. I might even be able to run and jump if I wanted to here. But we've done it the whole way. We're gonna get to the side, and we're gonna look back at our pretty Christmas tree lights that we've left ourselves across this. Freaking... Oh, man. Oh, look, the skull is just barely hanging off the ledge. Look at that. So both the tumbleweed and the skull are fired. Not allowed to give away this one, too. There we go. Oh, no, wait a second. We got another skull almost hanging off the edge. That one I think is going to fall to its doom because there is no bridge off in this direction. So bye-bye. All right, that skull paid the price that the others should have. And okay, so this monument is very, very shiny. I don't know that I recognize the symbolism here. Is this maybe connected to St. Trina somehow? It's not purple though, so I don't know. Examine altar. Whoa! Raise the stone-sheathed sword to the light? Whoa. Talk about unexpected. This is a weapon we picked up. I don't remember where we picked it up. But we're raising this weapon to the light? Hello? Where is this? Stone... This thing. This thing. Did we get this here in the ruins? A sword that none can pull from its scabbard. Is this a sword in the stone moment? Actual literal sword in the stone? Except the stone is actually the scabbard? Relic of a lost civilization from a time long past said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light and darkness? Okay, there was a clue on here. There was a clue. What the fuck? This is... Elden Ring. The gift that just keeps on giving. Let's go. We get a legendary sword out of this. Sword of Light. Okay, so I do wonder... you know, we may have just made a choice that, you know, maybe... I'm wondering, because the sword did mention altars of light and dark. So far, I can't think of anywhere where there's been an altar of dark or shadow. But something tells me that on New Game Plus, you might be able to take this same stone-sheathed sword and get yourself a Sword of Dark. Or Sword of Night. Given that we've picked up some armor recently. I don't think I have it anymore in my recent items, but the Sauron armor. The armor of night. Perhaps the naming extends to... The consistency of the naming might be such that it would be Sword of Light, Sword of Night. Anyway, it also kind of rhymes. Intentionally. Sword of Light pulled from its stone scabbard at an altar. From the quick of the root, unswerving, that's a cool word, unswerving rays of light intersect and reflect to give the silver blade form. Unique skill, Light. Unleashes the light carved in the armament's blade. Send the sword aloft to let loose a blinding light whose many rays sweep through the surrounding area. Also, temporarily boosts one's own holy attack. It does boost with faith. It does do the thing. We've got this option. We've got the hammer as well. The big holy hammer that we got from the Crucible Knight. A couple options here that I have not leveled up yet. That might be fun to play around with those. As fun as the flower power is, I love variety. Let's at least try this. Let's at least give it a shot. I would imagine it has a very standard. Is it a straight sword? Straight sword moveset. Thrusting R2. There you go. And then though, you pull out the light. Bro. Whoa! What the fuck? It did like a Christmas tree thing almost. Just like our rainbow stones. Oh, I can't jump on this, can I? There it is. Never mind. I was just jumping poorly. Bro, it's like the... Oh my god. Let me read this again. Unleashes the light. Many rays sweep through the surrounding area. Okay. Cool. I don't suppose those would target the enemies. If you were targeting an enemy, would the beams of light hone in on them? Probably not. It's probably just covers the whole place. But then you boost your own holy attack. Oh shit. Oh shit. Does that buff carry over if I switch weapons? Yes. That's kind of cool. So you could theoretically, if you wanted to, I don't know how long this lasts, but you could use it as a, like we did earlier with Golden Vow, kind of give yourself that buff. And then switch over to your main weapon. There he is, but about a minute or so probably. Okay. We got some options. We got some options. Elden Ring always gives you options. So, that was a fun discovery. Cool that we can now get that off of our... unmark that off the map. And I'll be curious to see if we find at some point an Altar of Dark counterpart. But, yeah, as I was mentioning, I have been going through backtracking, trying to figure out where we're going to find these other parts of the map, how we're going to get access to them. This one over the part that has a map fragment that we still have to get is really a mystery. This one is this one really I do not. I hadn't really thought about it. You can't see it too much because it's in the dark right now. Let's make it daytime so we can have some visibility here in the Shadow Realm. One of my favorite parts of the DLC is the day-night cycle. I've talked about it. I've only talked about it a couple very few scant mentions of the my slight preference for daytime, you know. But, oh, those guys drop Empyrean Blood Virgins. Interesting. But, as I was looking around and thinking about how do we get to where this map fragment is, dude, it's in the middle of the frickin' Jagged Peak. There's no way that we're supposed to... That's not navigable territory. So, that screams to me that this must be some sort of an underground map. Doesn't it? Doesn't it have to be? Because otherwise, where is that thing? Unless it's way up in the sky somewhere. So, I don't... Yeah, it's not part of Jagged Peak. I don't think so. So that one is a big mystery. And I've just been doing this. I've been going to various sites of grace near these parts of the map that we've not been able to navigate to. Just trying to think through, looking around, seeing if there's anything that I've missed. Checking to see, you know, are there drop-down spots or paths or tunnels or anything that I've overlooked? And then, of course, we have this section with the Finger Ruins. And I was thinking through, going through the sites of grace that were kind of in the ballpark of the Finger Ruins. And that's when I went back to Shadowview. So I was admittedly caught off guard. I did not have the camera rolling. When I decided, spur of the moment, almost like what I did with the, almost like what I did on my fresh file recently when I went back to the converted tower and just, without even almost thinking about it, threw up the erudition gesture. And a ladder, surprisingly, dropped down in front of me. I just was like, I just had the most off-the-wall thought of, oh, this is a America statue. Maybe, maybe the joke is in the DLC that you use, you know, the Oh Mother gesture in order to get something to happen with this statue. And then this jaw-dropped reaction has been my face for about the last 2 minutes, sitting here. Okay. There is a place to go beyond this statue. Yep. There you have it. Let's go ahead and let's go to the point in question here, because guys, I promise this is a blind playthrough. I hope that I'm not looking stuff up. I hope that the converted Fringe Tower is forever evidence of this fact. But sometimes I do think to myself, they're never gonna buy this. They're never gonna believe this one. Dude, you're telling me that you just walked in here, you read this message, and then you walked right up to the America statue and you did the Oh Mother? That's what you're telling me? So just to go through it again here, my thought process, which was not really a thought process, it was more of a, like, just knee-jerk reflex of a string of barely thought out impulses that came to mind. The first of which was the fact that there is a message in this room. There's a message here. I don't understand it. Have mercy for the Spirited Away Shamans. I don't get the message. But there is a message. It's a developer message. That is sus. How often do we actually get a FromSoft developer message in a room? Step 1, or part 1. Part 2, there's America statue here. And it's a very, you know, this America statue, it's kind of like in this structure that's right up next to this wall. There's a wall that's right here. That if I could somehow get through that wall, I could get to where I want to go. This whole area all of a sudden just becomes accessible, at least as far as I can tell from the map. And then the other part was the last part was kind of almost a screw you to Miyazaki, or a like frustration. I had actually been doing this backtracking later in the day after recording the previous episode, and so I think I might have still been a little, just a little tiny bit frustrated still from the trials and tribulations of that episode, and I just had a, like, you know, wouldn't it just be absolutely hilarious if Miyazaki and company put another thing in this DLC where it's like, hey, let's put a statue over here by some random message, and let's also give the player this random gesture out in the middle of a field, which we also got from a statue doing the same pose, a headless statue doing the same pose. And I just kind of did the gesture almost as a, like, screw you, like, wouldn't it be funny if this was how this worked? And sure enough, it did. Holy. I will say, I will give one little point in my favor that I did notice from the beginning of the DLC. Y'all will remember, the astute viewers will remember, that I did notice the difference in the America pose. Obviously, the statues are headless. That's a big difference from the Lands Between. But this pose, the arms are just a little bit below the horizon. It's different. Kind of like kind of like the Oh Mother. So I feel like in this case, I feel like this was, if we want to compare this to Converted Fringe Tower, this is a better puzzle, I guess. I don't know if you can still say it's a good puzzle, but I think it's better because at least there's like a statue somewhere else that you get a gesture from that looks very much like this statue. In the case of the Converted Fringe Tower, I think what they really needed, my sister said this to me when I was talking with her about it, and so I'll give credit to my sister, that what they really needed to do was have, in Raya Lucaria, they needed to have a stone mage, a stone crown scholar standing there somewhere, one of those stone crown enemies just standing in a room doing the erudition gesture with the crown glowing. And then you would at least see an example, right? You would see, wait a second, the crown is glowing. And you might be able to put 2 and 2 together that the crown glows when you do the erudition gesture. They needed to have a little bit of a demonstration. That I think would have made Converted Fringe Tower a much better puzzle, quote unquote. Regardless of how it happened, we have moved a statue. And I did get a very brief glimpse, what I thought was a very brief glimpse. Never mind. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. I took as I was looking at my footage, I saw very briefly this doorway. I saw it from this angle. And I, in my mind, thought there might be a Miquella barrier here. I thought, based on the color of the doorway, I thought, oh, okay, so there might still be a barrier, like in the Stone Coffin Fissure, the Miquella protected barrier, then, and something we're probably gonna have to advance the story, burn the Sealing Tree, or do something to before this next, they've like put a barrier behind a barrier, which I would be okay with, because then that would mean it's time for us to go burn the Sealing Tree and move forward. But it's not sealed. It is not sealed. We can set foot in this next area. Title card? No title card. Okay. Maybe it's just treated as part of Shadow Altus, but it is very, very beautiful. We've seen... Wait a second, is that a tree sentinel? That's a fucking tree sentinel! Bro, this isn't Limgrave, you got lost. Okay, it's certainly beautiful though. It is like, almost like Garden of Eden. I guess the Cerulean Coast is also gorgeous. This one is gorgeous in a more multicolored sense. We have seen on the map this coloration, and I was like, huh, I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's a new version of Scarlet Rot. Okay. I'd say this is a lot better than a new version of Scarlet Rot. Oh man, they are immediately giving us the ability to summon a friend to the fight. Have I upgraded? I have not. Why don't we do that? Why don't we take a moment now that we have grabbed our first Site of Grace here? Why don't we level up? Because first of all, I do have runes to spend that can actually get me another level in strength. And then we have a little bit of runes left over, which I think might be enough for us to level up a new summon. So let's head back to the hold very briefly. Hinterland. Map spoilers, maybe, but the first Site of Grace is called Hinterland. The Hinterland. Is there not Hinterland? I'm feeling like, was this not a zone in Bloodborne? Or was it a Chalice dungeon? Hinterland tombs or Hinter tombs or something? I feel like that was a Bloodborne thing, wasn't it? I don't want to go to the side of the Table of Grace. I want to go level our new Golem Smith. Don't worry, he's not coming to take your job, Hugh. You're still the best.
I see.
You are still the Godslayer weapon tuner. we're just gonna have a friend that can help us a little bit out in the field. Oh, we're gonna need some more. We're gonna need some more runes here. Let's. We have the Glovewort, but we're gonna need the runes because these guys are more expensive to level. So let's. We're gonna need about. We're gonna need some. We're going to need 20 or 30. Let's do like one of these and one of these. See where that gets us.
I see.
And then if we have any left over, we do not have any left over. We're gonna need another 8K. Quick bit of housekeeping here. Quick little bit of housekeeping.
I see.
And there... Oh, that's only... That only gets him to a +8. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need way more than 8K. I'm not doing this right, but that's okay. But that's okay. You all understand. Boy, that America's Rune goes for 80K. Leda's Rune, America's Rune.
I see.
I'm so excited though that I can't feel like super accomplished. It's not like I did some super 5-head strategizing, sleuthing to put together the fact that this secret existed. But I still stumbled into it on my own. I didn't have to go online. I didn't have to rely on any help. So yes, I didn't figure it out, quote unquote, but I also didn't get led to it. So that to me is still worth a lot. And now we're here into the hinterland. Oh shit. Now, do we go directly for the Tree Sentinel? We got to go directly for the Tree Sentinel, don't we? If we can. Yeah, there's a path around. For a second, it looked like there might not be a path here. I have wondered about this giant crater, though, and whether there was going to be some sort of a star-falling beast or something that we would have to contend with. But instead, it's a Tree Sentinel. What? That is so random. Have we had any other... Obviously, we've had some enemies from the base game that have made appearances here, but I feel like this is the only... This is the only, like, Leyendell-associated enemy that we have crossed paths with. What was that? Oh, it's another Tree Sentinel. There was a summon there as well. I'm thrown off here. Okay, because the Tree Sentinel is a little different. The Tree Sentinel has a torch. That's a little bit of a new gig. And then I want to see what the summon sign was. So... Still didn't get to read who it was. Who is the summon? I want to know. It's Yolan. Yes, please. It's just a Tree Sentinel. Let's summon Yolan, if he'll let us. Sorry, Telu Golemsmith, but we've got to bring the Sword Hand of Night. The Sword Hand of Night must be heard from. There she goes. There she goes with her little reflector shield. Okay. Oh, she got... Oh, that's right. She's got, like, the Darkblade katana. I'm trying to get us an angle. Oh, look at that, dude. The Darkblade. Oh, shit. No, don't let him... Hold on. We can heal you. We can support. We can play a support role. I want to see her do this, the shield reflecting technique. The Darkblade looks so cool, though. Oh, shit! Oh, that's right. Well, there's no riposte opportunity. That's right. What is... Oh, she's making him bleed. Oh, they can be bled. I think we've done that with our... we did get some bleed with our katana way back in the day fighting against the tree sentinel, did we not? All right, we're jumping into the action. Let's go. It's interesting, though, that he has a torch. Why does he have a torch? Because he's, you know, he's fighting against the sword hand of night. Duh. Okay. Terrible joke aside. Fucking tree sentinels. Tree sentinels. Do not knock Yolan off the edge. Do not. There we go. Okay. Sword Knight Yolan. We get a Blessing of America. Cool. Cool. Tree sentinels. Why are there tree sentinels out here? Do you get to hang out with us? Are you not going anywhere? I don't think she's going anywhere. Awesome. I wish I'd equipped a more substantive heal. What in the world? Tree sentinels. What is going on here? I might go ahead and summon Telu as well. I don't know. But they're giving us... She's sticking around, which suggests that we're supposed to fight the other tree sentinel, right? We're gonna do it. I'm gonna have some fun, guys. I go solo so often. It's just in my nature. It's what I do. I like the solo life. But today, we're living a little bit. We're having a little bit of fun. Because you gotta have some fun. Sometimes, you're allowed to have some fun. And not be just a complete tryhard. Look at the Golem Smith throwing the rocks. He's such a big dork. But he does hit hard. Yolan's almost out of there. She's hanging in though. Shield smash. All right, Yolan. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Greatly appreciated. I kind of... Oh, he broke his stance. And he's still only like... He's only taken like 1/10 of his health. Because the Golem Smith has... The Golem Smith is chunky boy. Tree Sentinel ain't the only chunky boy. I did not drink my Flask of Wondrous Physic. I'm going to drink my Flask of Wondrous Physic. Shield smash. I love that you are tanking this guy like a champ. Do I let the Golem Smith get the finishing blow? Take him down. Take him down. There we go. Out of here. Enemy felled. Woo. Another Blessing America. That is fascinating. Double tree sentinels. One of them was waiting to ambush us, of course. Because, of course, this is also... It's not just DS1 that we're reliving here. We're kind of reliving DS2. DS2 is also getting a rehash, much to my chagrin. I like parts of DS2. There's other parts I don't like so much. Let's not talk again. Let's not go over again the dancing lion basilisk rehash. Let's not relive that moment. That is in the past now. We are in the hinterland. The beautiful, absolutely gorgeous hinterland. And we are having fun. And no one can stop me. Alright, I'm gonna sit at the side of Grace. I'm gonna sit at the side of Grace, and because we summoned Yolan, we should do a quick check-in with her. I think that makes sense. So let's do that. Let's do a quick look-see. Is she here? The map says she's here at the cathedral, so let's see if she reacts to this at all. Or she might have some knowledge as to what's going on with the hinterland. Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Enough of you.
I kind of had a feeling that that was going to be the answer. But we just...
Oh, hello.
But we just did battle together. We were a team. We were a team. I gave you my trickle heal and everything. I think she likes us, guys. She likes us. Just, you know, it takes her a little while to fully show it on the outside. Okay. Back to the hinterland. This is not the true... Wait, the tree worship sect. Oh, that was down in the sunflower. The sunflower battle. Okay. Oh, Mother. Oh, Mother America. The secret that you were hiding. Lantern, please. Oh, Mother America. I'm so confused as to why there are tree sentinels, though. It just doesn't make any sense. The way that the bear flies, I don't feel great about. I don't feel great about that one. There's a little. I don't feel amazing about doing that to the poor bear. But the presence of the tree sentinels is confusing. I really do not know what to make of that at all. Ooh, there's something shiny going. Oh, I had a feeling that the ramps were on my tail. What got into you all? You saw what I did to that bear. And you couldn't stand it. Can't necessarily blame you. Cannot necessarily... in another circumstance, in another lifetime, I might have the same reaction. Now, why are you not the roly-poly ramps, though? Apparently, the roly-poly... Dude, every single ram in this area is out to get me. Oh, I have done it! What the fuck? I'm gonna have to... The entire ram population of Hinterland is going extinct. You're doing it to yourselves. Stop it. Please. Pretend I'm not here. I'm trying to get a glimpse of whatever is going on over here. Dude! Every single... What the hell, man? Like, they're just like spawning infinitely at this point. Where are they even coming from? They're spawning out of the bushes. Holy fucking shit. I needed to equip honed bolt. What I really need to do, this is where you do the rotten butterflies. It really fits in with this environment. Unfortunately, I'm a little late to give rot to all of the goats. Okay, I'm getting distracted here, having to call the wildlife that just won't give up I was going to say give up the ghost. And then a bad joke came to mind, which I'm not going to say. But there is a very, very shiny something over in this area. Oh, it's this area, isn't it? I think we can get up there. Looks like there's a path up there. Okay. I kind of actually want to go, because now that it's nighttime, while it is nighttime, I kind of want to explore over there. Because we get so few parts of this land that are actually explorable. Well, no, I mean, everything is explorable during the night. But for it to be fully lit up like this is really interesting. It's not foggy. It's almost bright as day at nighttime. Is there something extra special about the hinterland? Like, is this portion not... I'm starting to go out into left field with my thoughts here. But the beautiful flowers, the tree sentinels, I'm wondering, like, is this, like, a part of the Shadow Realm that is, like, not enwreathed in shadow? Why is this so bright? Shaman Village. Shaman Village. The music. We're playing the title? The main menu theme? The music is fascinating. It's not kicking into the full-on main menu theme, and also the theme that's reprised at the end of the game during the Radagon fight. And also we hear a variation of that theme when we're fighting Mesmer. But now this is just like the harp. The familiar little chord that's being plucked on the harp. Just that part of it. But it's very, very, very familiar. Is this an Erd tree? Has an Erd tree been planted here? Minor Erd tree. "70 faith." Whoa. Continuously heals allies in the area. Secret incantation of Queen Marika. Only the kindness of gold without order. Creates a small illusory Erd tree that continuously restores the HP of nearby allies. Marika bathed the village of her home in gold, knowing full well that there was no one to heal. What? Only the kindness of gold without order. Without order. Radagon was all about order. Was it Radagon who tried to bring the order to the gold, quote unquote? And Marika never really wanted that? And that's part of why she tried to break the Elden Ring? Or did shatter the Elden Ring? Man, it's not... it's not just the DLC lore that needs to be reviewed here. Like, the entire... the entire thing. At least everything I know about Marika needs to be checked again. But she... Okay, the village of her home. Is this Marika's home? What? What the fuck was that sound? Was that just a bird flying away? I thought I was about to be attacked. This is not Marika's home, is it? The presence of that harp, though. Because now I'm kind of wondering about... I'm wondering about the... Okay, some of these things are just me breaking the destructible objects on the ground. The main menu theme... We have, obviously, this little portion with the harp, but then we have the full-on theme that kicks in, which is just so epic. But I'm wondering if that musical arrangement has been done very deliberately to where this harp portion of the theme is meant to represent Marika. And the rest of it... Oh, there's an item here. The rest of it, the more structured part of it, is meant to represent Radagon and the Golden Order. Is this Marika? This looks like the statue that we found in or outside of Bonnie Village where we got the gesture. Except this one has a head. This is the only statue basically that we've found so far that actually has its head intact. And it does appear to be a woman after all. I had thought based on the... I didn't quite detect the presence of boobies on, well, on this statue or the one outside of Bonnie Village, and so I had thought that it was not that of a woman. But we know, of course, that you know, Marika is Radagon. Saint Trina was a part of Miquella. Who knows exactly that distinct line between male and female really does not exist here, does it? Golden Braid. Boosts holy damage negation by the utmost. A braid of golden hair cut loose. Queen Marika's offering to the grandmother. What was her prayer? Her wish? Her confession? There is no one left to answer, and Marika never returned home again. I think this is Marika's home. Is this then, does that make this the grandmother? the grandmother. What in the... This is a crazy discovery. I am so excited right now. This is just awesome that we're getting such a significant, potentially significant addition to Marika's backstory. Her home. Oh my God. I'm also remembering something that I wanted to do, which was to go to some of these other places where there are Marika statues and try the gesture there as well, just to see if anything happens. Let's make a mental note of that. There are tree sentinels here guarding Marika's home. What the fuck? And there's a minor Erd tree that has been sprouted here. That has sprouted. There's another Erd tree in the works. That's how I'm interpreting this. That's why it's glowing. That's why there's this massive light in the middle of the night. Unintentional rhyme. This is crazy, dude. This is absolutely crazy. Holy shit. I'm so glad we found this. I'm so glad I got lucky. And decided to do something rather harebrained. Because boy, is it giving us some juicy stuff. Would Yolan or Ymir, would they react at all now to us actually finding the village? Let's go back to... Let's explore around a little bit more. I do want to go back and read that message once again about the shamans. It's called the Shaman Village. The Shaman Village. So is that who Marika is? Her lineage, does she come from... Was she born to shamans? I don't know what that means in the context of Elden Ring. We don't know what the heck shamans are or what their history is or anything like that. So I only know what to think of shamans from other contexts. But if Marika... We know that Marika is also supposed to be Numen. The Numen are said to have come from outside the Lands Between and are in fact of the same stock as Queen Marika herself. We haven't had any mention of Numen. It would have, you know, if you had called this Numen Village, then I would have been like immediately, holy shit, this is where Marika's from. So I don't know yet. In my mind, I've thought Queen Marika is Numen, but there's a little bit of wiggle room in that phrase, or that phraseology. With the Numen rune, it says they're of the same stock. So who knows what that means? Like, the Numen could be like fourth cousins removed twice, or whatever the heck. Some very, very distant relation to shamans, for all that I know. Because there's still... there's only these little dribs and drabs of information that we've been given. So... This is nuts, dude. This is nuts. Absolutely crazy. And I love that moment there walking into the village where you are it introduces the village with those oh so familiar plucks of the harp strings. Like I kind of got chills. Just such an incredible moment. Queen Marika's home? What the fuck? Oh my god, the Tree Sentinel's back? Because I can summon again. The Tree Sentinel is a respawning enemy? Hello? Does that mean there's the other one that was... What happened to the other one that can, like... That was holding the torch? That's... Okay, I wasn't expecting the Tree Sentinel to respawn. Could we summon Yolan again? Could we just farm 120 runes? 120k runes over and over and over and over off that Tree Sentinel? Cat Laser Brain is getting... is asking questions. This is insane. Oh, there's blessed bone shards to pick up. That would make sense. That's not too surprising, I gotta say. I just can't see them. I'm just like randomly running through the flowers because I actually cannot see where these blessed bone shards are actually at. I don't see Yolan's summon sign. That would have been pretty surprising to me if you could summon her again. It's, the Tree Sentinel is just a repeatable enemy, I guess. Or that one. Maybe not the duo. I do want to quickly, though, check this. Oops. I want to quickly check this, message again. The Spirited Away Shamans. What exactly did it say? Have mercy for the Spirited Away Shamans. The text on this minor Erd tree. She knew full well that there was no one to heal. Bathed the village of her home in gold. So for some reason, the shamans of Marika's home village were spirited away. By who? Who did that? Spirited away suggests that they did not go voluntarily. Maybe they did. Maybe they spirited themselves away. But even if so, for what reason would they leave their home? There likely would have had to have been some not so good reason. Something you don't just leave your home unless it's a really, you know, crappy place to live. This seems okay to me. As far as scenery goes, doesn't feel like a place you'd want to just up and leave for no good reason. Wait, is that bear still dead? Oh, because we didn't actually sit at the site of grace yet. Yeah, that's why. And all the rams that had to... yeah, the rams that were not yet culled are now on my trail. And they're like, ah, you killed our brothers and cousins and our you know, the poker table. Friday night poker is no longer a thing because of you. Get him. Whole bunch of shadow sunflowers up here. All right. And then a bear. And that apparently is it. I don't want to kill you too. I'm trying to ignore you. Don't give me a reason. Oh, there's a couple bears. It's just that little... Just that little plateau up there with sunflowers on it. This is just such an absolutely kind of a mind-blowing discovery, honestly. Are these golden? Oh, I need these. I need gold fireflies. We found another gold firefly spot, guys. Yay. Now I don't have to run out to the middle of Limgrave to go get more fireflies. I was going to need to get some of these soon so we could replenish our golden Foulfoot crafting capabilities. Okay, anybody hot on my trail here? Bears or otherwise? This guy looks a little confused. Doesn't quite know exactly where to path. You are unfortunately not leaving me alone, and so I do what I must. Because I want to take a look around. And here I thought that the main event of getting to this area was going to be the Finger Ruins. Little did I know. Wow. Unreal, dude. America's home. And she had a grandmother. Well, maybe it was her grandmother, or maybe it was just the grandmother. The village of shamans just had a grandmother. Maybe. Don't know for sure. And she brought tree sentinels with her. So then, okay, so now, if we then zoom out just a little bit and think about the DLC or the presence of the Shadowkeep is not necessarily, here I was thinking that the Shadowkeep was built here basically as like, you know, a barrier in front of the Shadow Tree. We're not going to make it easy for people to get to the Shadow Tree for whatever reason. For whatever significance the Shadow Tree has to the Shadow Realm, which seems to be similar to what the Erd Tree has to the Lands Between, but I don't know that for sure. Because now there's a minor Erd Tree growing up here in the Shaman Village. But regardless, I thought that the main motivation behind building the Shadowkeep might be to somehow protect or reinforce the Shadow Tree. Makes sense. Except we also have Marika's home that is connected to this. And there specifically has been a barrier constructed to keep people from reaching that place. Did Marika ask for that? Did Mesmer just do that on his own? Not wanting anybody else to get to his mother's home? Marika had to be involved somehow, didn't she? Because and then she somehow came here after the shamans had been spirited away and planted a minor Erd Tree. Maybe. I'm guessing that she planted the minor Erd Tree. Isn't that what it said? It just says she bathed the village of her home in gold. I kind of took that to mean that she planted that minor Erd Tree. But there was nobody there. She knew that the village was empty, but she still did it as some symbolic gesture. This is crazy, dude. So much to think about. I think I'm going to give another go here. We'll give another go at the Tree Sentinel just to see what happens. Although, where is it? Where'd the Tree Sentinel go? Am I tripping? Was there not? There was a Tree Sentinel here just a little while ago, wasn't there? Except now it's gone. Like, we killed 2 Tree Sentinels, and I would have thought that they would have been gone forever. And then we saw the Tree Sentinel again. Did it bug out? Was there not supposed to be a Tree Sentinel there that we just saw? Am I losing my mind? These things could all be true. Okay, bridge in a FromSoft game, but I feel a little safer about this bridge just because there's a side of grace on the other side. Sigh of relief as Sight of Grace is safely reached. I am going to sit here because I just want to see. Does the Tree Sentinel respawn? Hinterland Bridge. I feel like it bugged out. Like that would have been the first example of a Tree Sentinel respawning, wouldn't it? Very strange. Okay. Shaman Village. That is so fucking exciting. These moments are just what set Elden Ring apart. For me. This is just as many moments as there are where you are left kind of just frustrated and pulling your hair out and wishing that your spells actually could hit the dragonflies. The moments where they oh my god, what the fuck are these things? That's not a dragonfly, that's a what the fuck? That's horrible. They have like the fucking centipede pincer head. Don't ever show me that again. Don't ever, no. Oh. Why do you like this Elden Ring? Why must you be this way? Counter the contrast of finding Marika's peaceful, idyllic, gold-bathed home with this fucking okay. Elden Ring is the best. There's nothing under the bridge, is there? Other than death. I don't think we've actually utilized yet the drop down tombstones. We have seen. I remember seeing these on the map, and I think we've seen a couple other instances of them here. Oh no, there's another one. Oh shit. Oh, those dragonflies are the worst. But they're just so much worse than dragonflies. What do we call them? What do we call these particular trees as well? Obviously, there are a lot of these strewn around the Shadow Realm, but this one is kind of here on its own. They have a very distinct look to them, this twisted... I don't know what significance, if any, they're supposed to have, other than they're just a visually distinct asset meant for the Shadow Realm. Are these snakes? Or are they lampreys? These are lampreys that are curled up. The shiny, slithery, like, alien-like quality of their skin stood out like a sore thumb. Why are they curled up like this, though? And are they going to come to life to murder me as we go to the Finger Ruins? Or are they all just asleep? Are they making an alien sleeping noise? Is that lamprey snoring that I hear? They're actually snoring. Okay. Oh, that's my pouch. What I want to do here... What I want to do... I'm going to pray that there's no basilisks in the finger ruins, and we're going to switch this for soft cotton, so we don't wake the sleeping lampreys. Don't wake the lampreys, guys. Be very, very quiet. Must not wake. Must not. Don't we actually have a talisman for this? Does that work when we're riding Torrent? It doesn't work when we're riding Torrent. Sag. But we have the soft cotton. And we have these fucking... These things are terrible. Why do they have to exist? Okay, alright, we're gonna see if we can find anything out here besides just nightmare fuel dragonflies and shadow sunflower stockpiles and hairy horny toads. Toads? Turtles is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said toad. Oh shit, that actually might be a starfall crater over there that I just saw. Aha! Okay, that actually does feel much more like a starfall crater than this does, doesn't it? Maybe that's what I was remembering. I had, when I was perusing this map, probably off camera, I remember thinking to myself, ooh, that's probably where a starfall beast is. Or at least if this were the base game, that's what I would expect. Goddamn. And then I think I'm accidentally got it mixed up with the that unnavigable hole or kill box right by the tree sentinels. I don't see if there is a falling star beast to be found. Maybe it's like an onyx lord or something that appears when we get closer. Why are the lampreys asleep? Do they just sleep during the day? Are they like owls? Careful, guys. The combat music kicked in. We're under attack by dragonflies. The dragonflies from the nightmare dimension. Okay, they are letting us summon. There's something appearing. There is something appearing there, or is ready to appear. The portal has appeared. Yep. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? That looks like more like a Alabaster Lord / Onyx Lord sized portal. That's my guess. Anytime now. It is a falling star beast. All right, we fight beast with beast. Scorpion. Spider scorpion ashes, go. Actually was a falling star beast. Holy shit. What is it doing? Who are you attacking? I thought you were attacking my summon at first. And then my summon's way over there. Shit. Alright, I gotta remember how this guy works. I do not remember the moves. Maybe we should fight on Torrent. Okay, I don't know how you didn't hit me. Bro, he is steamrolling my scorpion, though. What the fuck? And then he steamrolled me. Fucking hell. Okay, this is why I don't ride Torrent. When I'm fighting shit. I remember this move now. Sort of. Just rolled too early though. Ooh, we really got some height off of that, the edge of that, the lip of the crater. Okay, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Can you please? Oh my God, seriously? This is how we get, whenever. I guess I should just take the strong attack if I can't get the riposte. Just go ahead and hit the enemy from where you can. No, I forgot you come back. Trapped inside the enemy's hitbox. I should drink. Oh, he's attacking my summon. I am more than happy to have the help from summons today. This is like we're taking a day off. This is like a easy mode day in Elden Ring. Especially when it's stuff that we've faced before. Especially when we've already been down this road more than once in the base game. There we go. Thank you very much, Spider Scorpion. You weren't too bad. Gravitational Missile is our reward. A sorcery, gravity sorcery, of course. Fires a gravitational projectile that pulls in enemies before finally exploding. Charging extends the reach and number of inward pulls. Said to have originated in the lightless dark far beyond. We really are going Dark Souls here, aren't we? All of a sudden, light and dark are being mentioned. I suppose we were gonna naturally go there when you have a Shadow Realm, but I just, you know, it did feel like with the majority of Elden Ring that they were kind of making a conscious effort to steer away from the idea that this was just some sort of continuation of Dark Souls. That, you know, like I didn't know going into Elden Ring if it really was going to be connected or thought to be connected to the lore of Dark Souls. Because with Dark Souls, you always had the ability to just say, oh, this is just like, you know, tens of thousands of years in the future. Time and space are convoluted. And it's always connected somehow, even if it's like a completely different universe. But it's still the Dark Souls universe. It felt like with Elden Ring, they were trying to make a conscious effort to say, nope, this is something more or less completely different. Still with all of kind of your familiar suite of FromSoft tropes, but still it was going to be its own set apart universe. And now I'm not so sure because they keep mentioning we had the Altar of Light and the Altar of Dark with the stone sheathed sword. The Knight, the sword hand of Night, Yolan. And now the Lightless Dark far beyond, the home of the Falling Star Beasts. Very interesting. It's also Cat Laser Brain. We also have a choice now about what we level next. I kind of want to try out this Minor Erdtree spell, but we need 70 faith. So I think we're gonna have to make a visit to the Queen of the Full Moon at some point here. Gonna have to do it. How am I on flasks? We're kind of low on flasks, but that's okay. It'll be fine, guys. Everything will be fine. Just don't wake the lampreys. Oh my god. Talk about some DS2 shit. This is some real. Don't look at it. If I zoom in with the telescope, will it it kind of fixes itself. But if you zoom out, all of a sudden, there's too many hands on screen. Too many hands to actually render the full move set or the full movement animations. Oh no, there's a Snake America. That's probably for the Falling Star Beast, actually. Okay. That was probably for that, but maybe we'll need to take advantage of it as we descend into the Finger Ruins as well. It remains to be seen. Wait, there's a Site of Grace here. Yay! That's so good. That's a good thing, guys. That's a very good thing. I still want to know why the lampreys are fast asleep, but I'm gonna sit. I'm definitely gonna sit. Can I level up? Or am I still a little bit off? I need another 20k or so. Let's do that. Let's rid ourselves of our burden of souls. Let's get that 20k-ish? Is that what I said? 4 of these? That would be 30k, but that's fine. Would be a little bit inefficient because we're going to get more runes. We're going to get more, and we're probably... For now, we'll keep putting stuff into strength, but I may take a whole bunch of those points in strength and flip them over to faith soon enough, just to try my new spell. I'll think about it. The only hesitation with that, is that it says continuously heals allies. Do I count as an ally? Am I an ally of myself? Does that count? Because if it doesn't heal me, I'm not sure if a 70 faith respec is worth the trouble. That's far too many hands. We need to... It's just not... No. Hand Safari, we've... Join us next time as we see the Finger Creepers and their... Wait, where did all the babies go? Where'd the baby Finger Creepers go? Did you all hear me say that was not allowed and you just said... Or they're gonna draw in, aren't they? Oh my god. Notice as they stay stealthed until the very last moment when they are upon you in the blink of an eye or the snap of a finger. There is something. There is some. What exactly am I? I'm seeing something here. What is this puff of smoke going on here? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And also, where exactly is it? No, it's right here. Wait, what the fuck? Is this... I'm going crazy, guys. I must be going crazy. Also, I kind of have to sneeze. Now I don't have to sneeze. Dang it. Where is this puff of smoke in the air that I was seeing? You guys saw that, didn't you? I'm not crazy. Tell me I'm not crazy. It's here. It's right here. What is this? This has got to be a bug. Oh, now it's gone. It's got to be a bug. I thought it was like a hidden scarab or something at first, but now I'm just thinking that it's a... Don't look at it. The Finger Ruins apparently just... You spend a moment too long in... Oh god. A moment too long in the Finger Ruins. And you start fucking losing it. Where are the fingernails popping out of the ground? Where are they? I'm looking for them. Where they be? These are just flowers over here, I think. Watch them blend in some fingernails right alongside those flowers, just when I think, oh, it's flowers. Never mind, they didn't plant any finger creepers underground here. They just planted flowers. 'Cause flower power. And then wham! Surprise, motherfucker. Okay, there's a finger creeper on the... Is there a cave back here? I saw the finger creeper on the... There is kind of a little cave. I don't know if it's like... Oh, God. Okay, it's not like a... It's not like a... Like a Everjail or the Rivermouth cave. But it's just like a little... It's the finger creeper break room. Got it. Yeah, okay, we just went right past each other. And we went past each other again. Cool. Because I'm determined to do jump attacks here. When I don't have to do a jump attack, I just need to do an R2. Okay, your turn. Oh my god, you are beefy. You are beefy. You had a little bit of health there. Nothing for the power of the flower, though. Fingerprint Nostrum. A consumable. Boost mind, intelligence, faith, and arcane at the cost of gradual HP loss. That is such an interesting... It's kind of a weird effect, actually. Bolus engraved with whorl-like lines. It does kind of have like a fingerprint sort of design on it, doesn't it? A secret medicine of those who attempt to turn their human bodies into fingers. Ingesting causes something to wriggle within. Lovely. And more shadow sunflowers. And a pearlescent scale. We are walking around silently here. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us when we're on horseback. So back to the Silver Scarab. The lampreys all sleeping around, though, is funny. What do that be about? I'm still curious. Do I have to ingest... Do I have to ingest this fingerprint nostrum in order to know? Will I be... It increases all of my spell casting related... Yeah, all the spellcaster related stats to get boosted, similar to Marika's Scar Seal / Sword Seal. Okay, I really don't want to be fighting finger creepers all day long, so let's figure out. Let's see. We went back in here just now, right? So now we want to check here and see what's up with this location. At least, that's my initial thought. We'll see. The marauding band of finger creepers is just insane. Give me some soft cotton. Stealth mode. Just in case there's more sleeping lampreys. Okay. This is a minor shadow erd tree that's been planted over here. Got it. Can actually get through here. Okay. And then this is where my beacon was. All right. So nothing of that rock formation didn't have anything of interest. Man, that soft cotton does not last very long, does it? Anything over here? Trying to be systematic, but it does seem like it probably, based on our previous Finger Ruins experience, there's not really a whole lot to see or find outside of the main event, being the bell. The bell at the bottom. Aha, I see. We have entered the fog portion of the ruins. Yay, my favorite. Aha, and there are lampreys that are awake in the distance. Are they more pale-skinned, or is this just weird lighting going on? There are more of them that are sleeping as well. Let's aim for the corner back here. See if there are... Oh, they do spot you from a ways away. But from what I remember, there was only the one lamprey that had like that long range spell where he teleported and tried to eat us. Otherwise, everybody else kind of had very short range. Pretty deadly, but short range spells, which we have now gotten our own copy of from Count Ymir. Emir. Very, very slowly poking all of the corners here of these Finger Ruins as we work our way down. There's a lot of ground to cover here, and so far, not so much to find. Aha, except there is a boss soul duplicator over here I can see. So we can mark that. It's next to some finger creepers that we have to be. Whoa, okay. We've got to take out some finger creepers before we. They are vulnerable to a critical hit, huh? Have I ever gotten a critical hit on a finger creeper? Don't know if I have. Oh my god, there's so many of you. Why? I just want to look at the boss soul duplicator. Why must... They're like, no, it's our boss soul duplicator. We want to duplicate our boss souls. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? All right, there we go. Let's mark this on the map. What did we use before? Weapons, right? Ah, we finally get the title card. Finger Ruins of... Finger Ruins of... Wait, where is it? Oh, it's not... We have to get down here to get the little logo that pops up. But we're in the Finger Ruins of... Deo! Is this just a giant finger on here? Is that what this is? Where is my beacon, actually? Maybe I can't navigate. I actually can't navigate there, can I? Because it's actually part of the barrier. That's what's on the map, is this is just it's a cliff. It's a cliff that's in the way. Okay. Finger Ruins of Deo. What was the other one called? Raya? Finger Ruins of Raya. These are names that I do not recognize. take this off the map. So we can't actually navigate there. Okay, let's head in this direction. And expect that lampreys are gonna be on our ass. Because I do see lampreys and they ain't sleeping. I don't think I can jump down there though. So I'm gonna have to cross paths with at least one lamprey. Maybe. Maybe they won't notice me. Or maybe it'll be like last time where one of them teleports across the map to face murder me. That's what this guy, I feel like this guy's gonna do that. And I don't know if I can escape. Oh my god. You are the one that I need to get rid of. I know the trick. I know the gag now. He almost, because I swung on the wrong side, he almost got me. Okay. We're allowed to summon here. Let's switch up to... Let's switch up to... I like the Black Knight. I also like the Curse Blade. Let's go with the Black Knight. Captain Hugh, reporting for duty. Hopefully I won't need you too much. Because hopefully we're just rolling through a finger runes without further incident. Never even saw it coming. Boy, oh my god. Captain Hugh, you do not fuck around. I love it. Let's fucking go. Dude, this guy's the best. There's another one. Oh shit. Look out, Captain Hugh. Oh, look at that. He just shrugs it right off. It hit him. He had the ring around him. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Amazing. This guy is legit. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You're next. No, not wrong thing. Dude, his moves are so sick. The Twin Blade is just, I mean, I feel like I have to do this, guys. I have to do it. I know the flower power is awesome, but I have to. While we're rolling with the Black Knight, we have to at least temporarily, at least for the moment, we're going to give ourselves. We're going to do Twin Blade Camaraderie. I'm not going to fully adjust the build because we may go back to flower power. I just want to make sure I'm not heavy load. I'm not. And we are two-handy, so there we go. Twin Blades. Twin Blade Buddies. Oh my god, and the Sacred Blade one-shots them. Yes. Yes! That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're here at the bell already. So that's cool. I just kind of, all of a sudden, I'm feeling more frisky. I'm feeling like picking a fight. With whatever poor lamprey happens to be within shouting distance. Because now, I'm like, bring it on. Woo, shit. Yeah, I'm getting to him first, Black Knight, Captain Hugh. I'm getting to him first. You gotta be quick on the draw here, buddy. His big old. We need to give you the soft cotton. You're you're a little bit lacking in the stealth department. But you know, he's like, stealth? What is this word? Sounds like some pussy shit. All right, we're here. We're here at the main event. Finally! Oh my god, how long did it take us? Okay, are we gonna get the, this is where we get the upgraded Cerulean Flask Talisman, right? That's how this goes? God damn it, I didn't want to be right, but I was. Fuck. This is the last thing I'm ever gonna wear. I'm like literally never gonna wear this thing. Like I have oh man, some things you just, you know. I knew it the whole time. I was like in the back of my mind, I was like, the only thing we're gonna get out of this thing is gonna be a +1 Estus Flask Talisman, but for our magic drink. Okay. Okay, however, with that said, this is going to be of great interest to the Count. And perhaps our sword hand of the night. So, it will not be for naught. Because we will be checking in with them shortly. As soon as I have had my fill of lamprey hunting. Now, with that said, Captain, the captain, I think, is saying, you know what? There's not enough action here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Yes. Another detail that I am just noticing is the fact that there are golden leaves in the air. Has that been something that I feel like that's not a common occurrence in the Shadow Realm. Maybe it was happening when we were close, when we were at the Shadow Tree base and I just didn't notice it. Maybe it's as simple as that. Kind of want to go check at the Shadow Tree where we fought the Sunflower in a moment, but I just want to finish checking around here. I feel pretty satisfied that we have... There's just not much else to find at these Finger Ruins. Besides getting to the bell. There was another area maybe here. I wanted to, like... My thought was to circle down and around and come back up and just kind of finish off here. So let's do that. Make our way up the eastern side of the ruins. There are so many lampreys here that I just woke up. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Get me the fuck out of here. That was like 5 lampreys all of a sudden I realized I was in the middle of. Like, nope. Nope. That's gonna be a nope for me, dog. Oh my god, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh shit, the glowworms are up here. There is some more to find, potentially. Oh, the fog returns. Why? Why must you do this to me? Like, like, what the fuck, man? Like, all of a sudden, literally 0 visibility. I actually need to turn my lantern off. Because my lantern is, like, all of a sudden having on your high beams while driving through the fog. Because, what in the hell? They just overdid it a little bit with the fog. The fog is a little bit overtuned in the DLC, that's all. Just needs to be toned down just a smidge. Okay, what's going on with the glowworms? Is there an Everjail that you're guarding? Or a nameless mausoleum? I don't think so. We haven't had any Everjails in the DLC. This is just a glowworm hangout spot. Are you all related somehow to the Fingers? Why are there so many of you up here? What? This feels so random. This feels very random. Like, are we supposed to do the Oh Mother gesture here as well? Is that what you all are doing? The Oh Mother gesture? We join the glowworms and we say, "Oh Mother America, thank you for your beneficence. Thank you for allowing us to reside by the Finger Ruins in peace and harmony, away from those nasty lampreys." This does feel incredibly random. Random enough where I will put a... What do I put here? Like, I want to put a marker on the map. I'm going to put the goat to say there's, like, glowworm creatures up here. It feels like it could be one of these bizarre FromSoft mysteries that actually needs to be solved. There is a finger here, kind of buried, half buried in the ground. Okay, I don't know what to make of that all. As with most things in Elden Ring. Yeah, I think that's going to do it here, though, for our first, well, for our first pass of exploration through the Finger Ruins. I don't know if there's going to be much of a second pass. It just doesn't feel like there's much more to find. But we do need to check in with our friends at the cathedral. But I did also remember one thing that I wanted to investigate. During my break, I remembered this, that I wanted to investigate a potential drop down to Rabbith's Rise if we were ever able to gain access to this area up here, which we now know to be Shaman Village, aka Marika's home? What the fuck? So let's go back here and see. I did not, it wasn't on my mind because, of course, I was deep into lore considerations, but we need to check and see if there is potentially a way for us to descend. My wild idea is that it looks like there is a balcony on that Rabbith's Rise, a balcony to which you could fall. And maybe, knowing that it's a rise, maybe there's a sending gate at the top if we're able to fall onto that balcony in the rise. And that sending gate could take us who knows where. Hopefully. My wildest dreams hope that it is that it would be one of the places that we haven't gotten to yet. Is it possible? Is it possible? Am I in the right spot even? Not quite in the right spot. Hold on. Although, ooh, there is a platform down here that does look like it's within reach. Oh, here's my beacon. There looks like... Maybe. Let's see here. That's a bit too far of a fall, I think. But maybe there is a part of this that's just a little bit closer. Oh no, it's right here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. I see the furnace golem in the distance. Still got that business to attend to. One of these days. One of these days. Who knows? Maybe that'd be today. Okay. Just seeing if there's anything particular on this ledge. But then... Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's... Wait a minute. No, hold on. Hold the phone. Oh shit, this is happening. I think this is happening, guys. This is happening. This is so happening. Okay. With the beautiful strums of the harp serenading us along our descent. This has got to be happening. Oh my god, this is so a thing. Oh shit, this is great. This is great. Now watch it be a complete dead end. Watch it be... Ah, we led you all the way down here, and there's actually nothing to find. Nah, I think this is a thing. This is totally a thing. Look at this. Would you look at this business? Okay, we might... this might be as close as it gets. Let me just... I'm gonna dismount Torrent temporarily, if I can, just to... Maybe I don't need to. I just don't want to accidentally... Is there one more ledge that we fall to before it? Or we just go straight? I think we're going straight down. We'll use some... This is the soft cotton day. So we're gonna try to do this. Holy fucking shit, I was right. I was right. Oh, goddamn. I knew this tower looked so much taller than the rest. And there was this balcony. The fact that this balcony was here and it was right next to... You could see it on the map. You could see it. It's this kind of stuff that FromSoft does excellently. This is the kind of puzzle that is just so well done. Examine puppet? Oh my god! This is so not what I was expecting to find. What the fuck? Is Yolan a puppet? I did not even see the puppet at first. Totally just blind playthrough. But my focus, my laser focus, is on doing a falling puzzle. Because I was thinking, you know, I'm still thinking sending gate and getting across to a part of the map that we haven't gotten to yet. Examine puppet. Oh, puppet of Anna. Which I presume to be Yolan's sister. Which was mentioned by Count Emir. Puppet of Anna. That's it. That's it. Just puppet of Anna. Might as well. What the hell? Unintentional rhyme. Might as well give it a shot. Do you play charades? So obviously this could prompt a reaction from either or both Count Emir and the Sword Hand of the Night. But otherwise, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. A bit of Anna is clearly not what I was expecting. Okay. All right. The railing is out. No railing here, so this feels like a very far fall, but also the game is telling us you're supposed to fall here. So, there we go. The books broke our fall. And there is an item to be had here. Spell Machinist's Bell Bearing. Why, of course. Bell Machinist's bell bearing. And then I think we're falling down. Yep, we're falling down to the room with the chest that we've been to before. Bell bearing of Spell Machinist Rabbath. Allows you to craft Rabbath's Great Bolt. What? Interesting. Something I had not considered. The puppet situation here, which we're pretty familiar now with. Well, it was one of the mysteries of the base game playthrough. We're going back to these base game locations, which is very cool. There's tie-ins that need to be made, or can potentially be made. Black Knife Assassins still strewn about here in front of Ronnie's Rise, but eventually I did find, it took me long enough, but I did find the sus floor over here that housed the puppets of... Wait a second. Oh, that's the invisible guy up top. Housed the puppets of Seluvis. Seluvis's puppet, do not touch. Seluvis's puppet, do not touch. Admittedly, I did not get this idea on my own, but I have been watching... I think I mentioned that I have been watching here and there. I've been watching a playthrough, base game playthrough of one of the YouTubers that I do follow. And his playthrough, he has not yet found the sus floor there that has all of those puppets. But what he has progressed things to the point where Seluvis has reached this state. And what had never occurred to me, I thought that this was just Seluvis being dead. But it hadn't occurred to me that Seluvis is in the same state as the puppets. All the puppets that were in that other room, they're all in this same pose. Which suggests that Seluvis is a puppet himself. Correct? That idea just never fucking occurred to me until watching this guy's playthrough. And so then he made note of that. And I wondered then, I was like, well, wait a second. If Seluvis is the puppet here, then who's the puppet master? If it's not Seluvis who's actually the puppet master, what if it was Gideon? Wouldn't it make more sense that Gideon was the puppet master? I don't know. But if you put a few things together, like we get this potion from Seluvis we're supposed to give to Nephili, which in retrospect feels like that was an attempt to turn Nephili into a puppet. Nephili, excuse me. We didn't go along with that. We gave the potion to Gideon, and then he said, well, let's play a little trick on Seluvis. And then we find Seluvis in this state. Did Gideon turn Seluvis into a puppet, or did he deactivate Seluvis as who was already a puppet? There's some questions there to be answered still, but some interesting ideas that I have been thinking about in relation to the base game that really weren't really there's some interesting thoughts, but they weren't worth rehashing or going over again until just now when we find the puppet of Anna. The puppet of Anna. And I don't know what to make of that. And now I'm trying to figure out who's the puppet master. Is this another one of Gideon's puppets? Or what? Or who knows what the hell is going on? But we get a new bell bearing here to turn in. If only Gideon were here, we could actually ask him. I'm sure he'd have all sorts of answers for us. Spell Machinist's bell bearing. Perhaps this item will tell us more? It will be under ammo, right? There we go. Rabbath's Great Bolt. Tipped with a clump of glintstone shards. One of Spell Machinist Rabbath's innovative designs. Yeah, that answers everything. Okay. Let's go and talk to the folks at church. And maybe they'll know something about this. Spell Machinist, or Puppeteer, or the Puppet of Anna.
I told you once, I've no interest in companionship. But I must admit, Count Ymir did seem very pleased. Perhaps an exception is in order.
Okay, I did forget for a second that we did go to the Finger Ruins as well here. So this may not be... There may or may not be a reaction here to the discovery of Puppet Anna. Maybe we should talk to Count Ymir first. Let's talk to the Count first, actually. And he may reward us as well for our Finger Ruins duties.
I heard another sound, colored by your essence. Simply exhilarating, I must say. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now, take this. My final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above.
There is a third map? What? Map to old ruins received. So he doesn't give us a talisman like he did before, but we do get a third map. Wait a second. Is this depicting... This is depicting this place, isn't it? I thought for a second, I was like, well, gosh, we don't know where there's a third Finger Ruins. Maybe that's over in this part of the map somewhere. And maybe it still is, I don't know. Could be, because there's a lot of fog here to reveal. But this is the same shape as the Cathedral of Manus Meter. Except I don't remember there being a Finger Ruins outside. Small wrinkle in that observation. Are you hiding a Finger Ruins out here that we should know about? Have you been holding out on us, my dude? What am I missing? It might just be a coincidence. Like, is the land even the same? There's a... Using my mouse cursor here. Oh, shit. Using my mouse cursor, there's some sort of a little bridge right here. And I don't think that's on our map. Well, I guess there's a bridge here. But it looks like on that map that he gave us, the bridge actually connects to this part of... Yeah, that's not in the right place, I don't think. Could be wrong, but what I can say for sure, I don't see a Finger Ruins. You know, maybe they're doing Rhea Lucaria glintstone magic camouflage here. Can't rule that out. I certainly do not see a Finger Ruins. So let's see if he has more to tell us. Just wanted to quickly imagine I had walked in and just walked into Manus Metter without observing this gigantic set of fingers outside. Blind playthrough.
Oh, yes. I believe I can feel it brewing. This evening is a sign of a greater night to come.
The thought just occurred to me that what if it needs to be nighttime? Have we not? We've been here at nighttime, haven't we? Would the Finger Ruins just magically appear when it turns to night? Okay, we have a prompt to ask more about the nature of the world. Tell me, tell me.
Do you recall what I said?
No.
That Marika and the fingers that guided her were unsound from
now I
the
do.
start. Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady.
You mind just, you know, spelling it out a little bit more directly? Just a little bit? Why must we be so vague about things? The fingers and Marika were unsound from the start, but it was really their mother. What? Who's that? I know of a grandmother, theoretically, that's sitting up in Shaman Village. That's not who you're talking about, though, is it? The hell do I know? Just a little ways down from Shaman Village, there's a whole damn Finger Ruins. He has a new spell that we can buy. Fleeting Microcosm. I love that artwork. Dude, that is so fucking sick. A finger sorcery of Count Ymir. This one of the secret hallowed rites conjures an image of a microcosm at a foe's feet that pulses with a single wave before disappearing in a burst. Charging enhances potency. The broken and discarded are fully willing to cling to fleeting simulacra, earning them some modicum of sympathy. We'll get it.
May you join the glimmering stars above.
Okay, now we talk once again to the sword hand. Oop.
Ymir is a shining star.
Is he
in
now?
our eyes, the only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night.
That's cool, I guess.
I have spoken far too freely.
Have you
Pay
now?
me no mind. Let us focus on our shared purpose, our service to Count Ymir.
I was just thinking to myself, you said basically the same thing that the Count over there said, something that I have no fucking clue what it means. And she's like, "Oh, I've said far too much." Like, lady, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No. Be on your way.
Yeah, I know. Enough with you.
No.
Enough of you. Okay, there's no reaction at all to the fact that we found your sister, who happens to be a puppet. Oh, that's actually a skull. Give me my broken rune. Oh my god. We're going to sit and see if there's any progression with them. What to make of it all? Count Emir, the star-draped sky that we cannot touch. Oh, the Count has absconded from his chair, so I'm guessing he's out in the graveyard.
Now, be on your way.
Forgive me. I failed you. I failed to birth you whole.
The same as
But it
before.
won't be long now. I will soon be a mother. I will give you new life. I assure you. You will have life.
So this does kind of actually tie in with what he said a moment ago about there needs to be a new mother so that everything can be right with the world.
Please, will you allow the two of us? It isn't much to ask. Please, it isn't.
He once again blurring the lines, whatever lines of gender may or may not exist, blurring those lines once again with the Count wishing to become a mother. It's really it's fascinating. It's just so much fun to try to think about it all, but it also is confusing as hell. And also, there's you solve one mystery, you figure out how to make it through America statue, and you just get presented with so many more questions. I'm glad we came back and found that little route down to Rabbit's Rise. That was cool. I guess what we'll do here with the time that we have left, let's just go quickly to a couple of these other America statues. I don't think any of them are going to do anything because none of them are like blocking a potential doorway. I don't think I don't think there's any other America statue that is up against a wall. So I don't think there would be any of them that would have a reaction to the "Oh Mother" gesture. But we must try. That is so funny that they instantaneously die. Realizing that there's nobody there to really summon them. Let's give it a try, though. You never know. You never know. Maybe there's like a passageway underneath. Something underneath. Or there's like an extra shadow tree fragment or something that you get bestowed because you did the right gesture. In this case, not so much. Okay. Let's go to one of the churches. Maybe if we do "Oh Mother," what if that is the thing, just the thing to get our forager brood out of its mood. I said it. I said it. And it's not an unintentional rhyme. This is really interesting, though. This is just I never know what to expect. Absolutely never in 100 million years do I ever know what to expect in an episode of Elden Ring. And Marika's home was certainly not on anybody's bingo card. Well, no, I take that back. It was not on my bingo card. You all were just waiting. Probably some of you thought, like, there's no way he finds this one. He failed out. He flunked out on Converted Fringe Tower. There's no way this guy is gonna figure out the fucking Marika statue that's guarding the way to her fucking shaman village home. There's no way. I thought maybe it might give us some cool extra effect there to sit in the fire as we do the "Oh Flaming Mother." But I think, yeah, this is now, we're at a point here where I mean, there's always mysteries to solve. There's never going to be a point until you've gone and looked everything up that you don't have some level of mystery and unknowns yet to be resolved in this awesome, ridiculous game that is Elden Ring. Gosh, look at how good that looks. Yeah, so that was the other detail I forgot about. The shadow leaves. This is what's normally falling, right? Because we have a shadow tree. And so instead of golden leaves falling all over the place like we've had most of the time in the Lands Between, you have shadow leaves in the air. Yep. Then, if we go to the base of the shadow tree, is it the same? There's both. Look at that. You can see both golden and shadow leaves. That makes sense, because that's kind of what we saw, the mix of gold and shadow in the, well, before we killed the sunflower. But the shadow tree itself is kind of a mix of gold and shadow. But then when we go up here to this area, the hinterland, it's kind of just golden leaves in the air. That's really interesting. Still don't know what's up with the sleeping lampreys. Still don't know what's up with them. Still don't know how to get down here. Still don't know how to get down here. And still don't know how to deal with furnace golems. And I'm not going to worry about dealing with furnace golems today, because that is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Thank you so much for hanging out with me till the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, consider doing the YouTube thing. Hitting all those buttons down below. What the fuck? Imagine how many if you had finger creepers who were hitting your subscribe button, would they count? Would you get, 12 times the number of subscriptions? Cat Laser Brain, ignore me. But yeah, this is just this phenomenal video game. Never ceases to amaze. And now that we have explored the Finger Ruins and the Hinterland, I think it's finally time for us to turn our attention to the Sealing Tree. And potentially unveiling the Tower in Shadow. It may be finally that time. And maybe, or maybe not, that may provide answers how to get to the other areas of the world. We'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping it will provide some semblance of answers when it comes to Miquella and the Shadow Realm and all the members of our merry band of misfits who we have kind of lost. They are lost to somewhere in the Shadow Realm, and I want to track them down because we got to say hi to the group, and we got to know, oh my god, I just remembered, of course, Mohg and Radahn are apparently going to be joined at the hip, literally. And yeah, we've got to see exactly what that is all about. This game is nuts. This game is so freaking nuts. I feel like there's still so much more potentially to discover. Just there's a world in which the end is in sight, but also I kind of feel like we're still not really the tip of the iceberg, but just so much more depth still to be uncovered. And I'm sure my head is going to be spinning no matter what happens. I won't see it coming, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch. At least I hope. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.